floppy foot. Does anybody have a non-floppy foot? Thank you. Okay, your foot has a bone that I haven't covered yet, but we're going to get to it today. It sticks up. It's called either the talus or the, Erin, are you with me? Okay. Probably worked last night. Anyway, this is the talus or the talus. Talus or the talus. That's going to touch both bones above it. What are both those bones above it? Tibia and the tibia. Okay, let's just do this part. So what happens is, every time you're walking or jumping, up goes the foot, down goes the foot. So the talus of the foot touches the bottom of the tibia. The talus also touches the tibia, so that's a double hinge there. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Temporomandibular joint. Temporomandibular. Everyone look up at this skeleton. And let's say you're talking, talk. This is the joint right here between the mandible and the temporal bone. What on the mandible touches what on the temporal bone? Mandibular condyle touches the mandibular fossa. So yeah, that's that one. You guys will see that this is a hinge joint. Plus, come up to the second gliding joint. Gliding joint, Sabak, you guys with me too? You guys gotta listen. This second joint here is a gliding in, and a gliding joint, bones are just gently sliding against each other. Just gently sliding. You guys know we can do this with our jaw. Look here. Sideways, yeah, sideways thing, that's gliding. When like you, ooh, tough piece of meat, you're going like this before you throw it on your plate. Anyway, so this is also a gliding joint, so this is in two categories. This part is hinge, and I can't make you do the side thing. I'll do the side thing. That's the gliding part. So it's hot. The heat is going. Okay, interphalangeal. Let me just pull out a picture. Page 20. And between any two phalanges, just pick two phalanges. Okay, I'm going to just pick right here. Actually, let me, yeah, go ahead and go to this page. Who's back there? Andrew, would you flip down or turn down the lights a little bit? Yeah, and get those two on. That's that left switch. There you go. All right, there we are. So between any two phalanges, so you could say, and by the way, did I tell you guys hinge is like right angle motion, like a door on its hinges. So you could say between, what's that bone? Proximal phalanx 2 and middle phalanx 2. Or you could say between middle phalanx 2 and distal phalanx 2. So pick two phalanges, and by the way, that works down here too. Works down there. That's a hinge, and by the way, these two are also hinges. And the thumb, so all of those are hinge joints. So that probably would be an easy spot for you to put. How about this part? How about those little bones? Those are all gliding, and I haven't gotten to those yet, so I'll get to that. Yeah, if you see the carpals and the tarsals, they just slip and slide next to each other, and that's known as a gliding joint. We're going to get to that in a minute here. In fact, we're going to get to it right now. Okay, so that was that one. Let's go through all of these. These, by the way, A, B, C, D, and E, guys, these are all synovial joints, and they have more movement than the two at the top. So all of these synovial joints have more movement than the cartilaginous and more movement than the fibrous. And I'm going to have you guys look at this picture in a minute, because I would like you to know. There's a pretty good one in Marriott. We'll use this one just because I've got it in the book. But let's go through all these gliding joints, and again, pick two that you can remember. The purpose of a gliding joint is just to have the bones slip and slide, not very far, gently next to each other. Between the sacrum and the ilium. Okay, do you guys remember the auricular surfaces? Yeah, so that's a gliding joint. There's not much movement there. Teeny, little bit. I already did the temporal bone and the mandible. Remember that's that side-to-side motion. Acromion joint of the scapula and the clavicle. Actually, Andrew, would you flip the lights back on? Sorry, because you guys can't see this. Actually, at both ends of your clavicle. So you guys have a gliding joint here and another one here. So what do you call this end of your clavicle that comes out? Acromial end. What does that touch on the scapula? Your acromion. Okay, how about the other end? The sternal end of the clavicle sits on the sternum. Anybody remember what this chunky thing was called? Manubrium of the sternum. Yeah, it sits on the manubrium. Or you could say the clavicular notch of the sternum. You could say it that way too. Yeah, both of those would be fine. So that's that one. All but the first sternocostal. Okay, I don't know if you remember. The first sternocostal is a synchondrosis. It's a piece of hyaline cartilage up here. This first one is held in place more rigidly. What are the true ribs? 1 through 7. So leave that one out. But the rest of them, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they form a gliding joint with the sternum. Because every time you breathe in, your ribs lift up a little bit. And when you breathe out, they go back down. That's that. So that's ribs 2 through 7 in the sternum. Okay, let's do this. Between each rib and vertebra. Okay, now I need a rib and a vertebra. Let's do it on you guys' box. Do you have by any chance, does anybody have a thoracic vertebra that you remember in your box? No, you do.